So I know I'm very, very, very late to the party with this, but I do want to talk about this because I am a big advocate for physical media. I do not like buying stuff digitally whatsoever because it can be taken away from you just like that. And I guarantee this will happen after PlayStation has stopped doing physical disc production in January 2028. We will see situations where games are being taken away from people because they are digital and you don't have them physical, which is why I am so mad about this. So, for those of you who've been living under a rock, PlayStation announced middle of this week that they are stopping physical disc productions at the end of 2028, and I am fucking pissed off about this, and I'm sure a lot of other people are pissed off about this because if you buy something, you should own it. They are just. I don't think that is a very, very simple fucking concept to understand. You buy something, you own it. You can do what you want with it. It does not mean that companies should be able to take things away from you. I do not understand why video games is the only form of entertainment that is able to do this. I do not understand. You know, when I buy, you know, music, for instance, they have both options. You can either buy it digitally or you can buy it physically with CDs or vinyls. With movies and TV shows, you can, watch it on streaming, you can buy it digitally, or you can buy it physically with Blu-ray or DVD. How come now it's seeming like video games do not have that same treatment, where it is getting to the point, because I guarantee you Xbox will be doing this when the next, was it Project Helix, when that comes out, that will not have physical media either. And I imagine Nintendo, when they do the successor to the Nintendo Switch 2, that will be digital as well. So video gamers like myself do not get that privilege, and I do not understand why. Well, I mean, I do. It's just the reason people at the video game companies are doing this is so that people stop playing old games. Because I am one of those ones. I do not buy. I don't buy any new games anymore. Like, I will not be buying GTA 6 immediately when it comes out because that is only on digital, and I want to own it physically. But you can buy it physically, but it's with a fucking code in a case. I don't want that. I want the fucking disc. I will not be buying Wolverine PS5 straight away, even though that will be physical. Just because I don't have the best track record of buying new games day one, and they actually fucking work brilliantly. So I'm not doing that straight away. But at least with Wolverine, I do have the option to buy the fucking disc. I guarantee you, if you had if you had a Game Boy or a Nintendo DS growing up, and you still have the games, I guarantee you, if it was back then, if gaming companies had the ability to just destroy the game cartridges, they would, because they want people buying the new games. And that is why I don't like this. Not only that, buying stuff physically is a lot cheaper. I've seen, even though I don't use Twitter anymore, on the videos I've seen about this, I've seen many, many screenshots of tweets showing that you can still, there are games that came out like 4 years ago, like I saw one for God of War Ragnarok. That game's at 4 years old this year, and it's still full price on the PlayStation Store. Why buy that when you can buy it physically for cheaper? It's like 50 quid. Why would you spend an extra 20 quid to buy it digitally when it can be taken away from you just like that? And I would say the same about movies and TV shows on PlayStation, but a few days before this dropped, they announced that because of some sort of licensing agreement, they will be taking away like 500 odd movies that people had already paid for from their library just because they lost a licensing agreement. I completely disagree with that. I think that should be illegal. Like, it blows my fucking mind that they think that this is a good idea and they think they can get away with this. It blows my fucking mind, but it's just the way the video game industry is going. You will own nothing and be happy about it. So, in a response to shifting trends in consumer preference, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and retails in digital formats only. But just no. No. Shifting trends in consumer preference. I understand because of the convenience of it, just buying it digitally. I do understand it. But if you buy it physically, they cannot take it away from you. I'll be right back. I can't buy this F1 2020 digitally anymore. I can't because of fucking licensing. It's the same on Steam, but because I have this, and the case is the disc is in my PlayStation, but because I have this physically, it cannot be. No, you're not taking it away from me. You're not taking it away from me. I can still play this, even though this game hasn't been updated since like 2021. And I can still play it. I can play whenever I want because I own a fucking disc. All right, I can make the same argument for any other game on my shelf. All right. Again, Legends EA, brilliant game. Even though when this game starts getting supported and servers shut off, whatever, I will probably still be able to play it because I have the fucking cartridge for it. If stuff gets taken away from your game library, you won't be able to access it anymore. As consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical disc to digital, physical disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting January 2028. Just no. This transition has no impact on games that already released or will be releasing prior to January 2028 in disc format. It blows my mind. This is coming from Sony, who a few years ago took a massive dunk on Xbox for about how to for like going the digital route, and they had that like thing that like meme video of how to share a game, and it's literally just one guy handing a disc formatted game over to another person. Just this transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. Look, I don't know if I said this because I can't remember because I'm in such a bad mood while making this video because this situation just boils my blood. The people just like, I haven't like bought a digital game in like 5 years because it's more convenient. These people, and I always buy my game physically, digitally. These guys will give a shit as soon as like their games get taken away from them because they bought it. It again is another phrase gaming companies don't like. If buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing. We'll continue to prioritize our resources to drive innovation in how players can access games and provide choices as to where players prefer to purchase new games, whether that's at retails or PlayStation Store. You are not driving innovation, and you are not providing choices. You are taking away a choice, Sony. You are taking away a choice because there are two options when it comes to video games. You can buy them digitally or you can buy them physically. You are taking the physical version away. You are not providing choices. At retailers, it doesn't. If you go to a retail store, like whatever, wherever you buy your video games from, it will be a case with a code, so you can download it digitally, like they're doing with GTA 6. Although apparently, at some point after GTA 6 is released, they will be doing physical discs. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, that is a good move, and I actually will consider buying it once it becomes physical on the disc GTA 6, if that is true. We remain committed to delivering a world-class gaming experience to our fans. We thank you for your continued support. You are not getting any continued support from this, Sony. You are not. And not only that, they are also shutting down the PlayStation Store for PS3 and PS Vita, which, from what I understand, means that if you don't download your games that you've bought because you uninstalled them to make more space, you won't be able to access them anymore. I believe that is what's happening. So, yeah, as you can see, the comments, they're not they are just not. They're not supportive of this. I have yet to find anyone who is actually supportive of this. You know, it's I just it. I just like buying. I like buying games physically. I like choosing a game to play on my shelf, putting it in the console, hearing it whirl around a little bit, and then it pops up saying that it's ready to play. It's something in my brain. I don't know what it is, but you know, when we will reach a point. It's so dystopian. This news is so dystopian. Excuse me. We will reach a point where company representatives will be storming into our houses and taking away our physical copies. Like I don't think that is incredibly far fetched. That could happen at some point. I swear, like Ubisoft, they put in like their terms and conditions where like, oh yeah, you know, when we shut down a game, you have to like destroy a physical copy. No, we pay for this shit, all right? We should fucking own it, not a license. It needs to be clear. It needs to be clear if we are buying a license to play a game. It needs to be clear, and it is not clear. Or just say, yes, we own this now. This is why Stop Killing Games is such a great movement. You know, stop killing games. That's exactly what it says on the tin. It's going to stop killing games. It is just going to, sunset the game, but the game will still be in a playable state regardless of what it is. And it will not be, like, shut off like The Crew was last year or the year before, And that like, basically, it kicks off this movement of, like, no, this can't be going on. If we buy games, we should own them. So yeah, that is the very, very tragic and sad news that PlayStation are stopping physical disc production at the end of January 2028. So you will own nothing and you will be happy about it. So I'm going to leave this video here. If you like this video, feel free to like it. If you dislike this video, feel free to dislike it. And if you like this video, check out some other content on this channel. And I shall see you all in the next one. Hopefully it might be a little bit more cheery than this dystopian news. I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.